So guys, welcome back to Kuriku TV. Now, this information is very important. I'm going to be talking about the deal that has been on hold between the Italian government and the Albanian government. It is about a deal they had last year, 2023, of sending or a proposal or request they had with the Albanian government of sending migrants rescued at sea to Albania to process their asylum requests there. So after they had this deal, after it was struck successfully, party members and the parliament of Albania said no, it is not possible. So they took the case to court. Finally, there is a conclusion now, and it is a positive for Italy, a negative for immigrants who will be coming in 2023, unless otherwise. Now, what am I talking about? If you look here, you will see court clears way for Italy to send some asylum seekers to Albania. So finally, it's a done deal. Now, let's quickly take a look at that. Europe migrant crisis, Albania court greenlight migration deal with Italy. Let's go in very quickly. Albania's constitutional court has approved a controversial agreement to send asylum seekers in Italy to Albania. Under the agreement, the Italian government will build two centers in northern Albania to process 36,000 people hoping to reach Italy each year. So this year, 2024, at least 36,000 people will land in Albania. And they said that the processing of the asylum will be very brief and fast, unlike the one that takes years in Italy. The deal will now have to be ratified by the Albanian parliament. However, it is likely to pass easily as Prime Minister Edi Rama holds an unassailable majority. Okay, so this man here, Edi Rama, who is the Prime Minister or their president, is having the majority of the parliament, behind him. So they are likely to vote yes. So the Constitutional Court has ratified this and said, yes, you guys can go ahead and carry out on this deal. We are solidly behind you. It is constitutional. So it's remaining the parliament now. Okay. Under the agreement, some 30,000 people a month, every month at least 3,000 people who attempt to reach Italy by sea would be detained in two processing centers near the Albanian northwestern port of Schengen, while the asylum claims are examined. The centers would be paid for by the Italian government and will be operated under the Italian law. Italian staff would be responsible for operations and would have immunity from Albanian law in certain cases. Once migrant asylum claims has been assessed, it would be responsible for either resettling them from the centers to Italy or deporting them direct from that processing center there in Albania. Security personnel and police officers will be provided by Albania. So it is not going to be the duty of the Italian police or that to provide the security. That's going to create jobs for the Albanian people. You see that? So Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and Mr. Rama first presented the deal in Rome in November. And I also updated you guys about this particular deal in November. Soon after, the agreement was temporarily blocked after the Albanian opposition filed two petitions arguing that the agreement would deny the asylum seekers the protection of the Constitution and international law. But on Monday, Constitutional Court judges ruled that the agreement was not unconstitutional. They said that the deal does not create new constitutional rights and freedoms, nor does it bring additional restrictions on existing human rights and freedoms beyond those provided by the Albanian legal order. Now, judges also rejected claims that the deal set up by set up asylum reception facilities would give Italy sovereignty on Albanian territory, ruling that the agreement does not set territorial borders, nor does it change the territorial integrity of the Republic of Albania. So these are the issues that they were dragging before. So, but now it has been cleared that it does not have anything to do with land grabbing. All right. Albania media reported that the court judges voted 5-4 to reject the application to block the proposed legislation. Last week, Italian MPs voted in favor of the agreement, which was backed by 155 votes to 115. It will now go to the Italian Senate, where it is also expected to be approved. United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, told the Italian Senate last week that he was concerned that transfers of asylum seekers to Albania would raise important human rights issues, including living conditions and freedom for arbitrary detention. Now, it is unclear when the centers might open, but spring 2024 was the tentative date given for when the plan was first announced. Ms. Meloni, who heads the right-wing nationalist Brothers of Italy party, promised to crack down on immigration when she was elected in September 2022. However, more than 155,000 migrants entered in Italy in the year 2023, 52,000 more than the previous year. So last year, in 2022, we had about 100 and something, not up to 155. So 52 more people came to Italy last year. The Albania plan is one of Ms. Meloni's proposed interventions to end illegal migration. So what they are trying to do in essence now with this kind of move that they are making is to make it difficult for asylum seekers to probably get asylum, you know. So let me quickly take you back a bit to when this was in November when this move was first made by the Italian government. Now, watch this video, guys.
Rome and Tirana have agreed to set up temporary centers in Albania to house asylum seekers in a bid to manage migration flows. The prospective centers will accommodate up to 3,000 people. Those allocated to Albania will be rescued at sea by Italian boats. However, the plan excludes pregnant women, children, and vulnerable individuals. Italy's far-right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni says the initiative will help relieve chronic overcrowding at initial asylum processing centers in Italy, where over the last years, hundreds of thousands of migrants have set foot after making risky sea voyages across the Mediterranean. The project was announced after Meloni met Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama in Rome.
Queste strutture potranno accogliere inizialmente fino a 3.000 persone che rimarranno in questi centri ovviamente il tempo necessario a poter velocemente espletare le procedure per la trattazione delle domande di asilo ed eventualmente ovviamente ai fini del rimpatrio.
Critics of the plan have accused Meloni of creating an Italian Guantanamo outside of the EU without the possibility of monitoring the detention status of the people locked up. This comes as the UK government is challenged in the courts over its plan to send asylum seekers to hotel-like accommodation in Rwanda. Under the British plan, people regarded as illegal immigrants or asylum seekers will be relocated to the African country for processing. Those who are successful in claiming asylum will have to remain in Rwanda.
So did you hear that? So that's the update I brought to you guys. And stay tuned here and make sure you touch the share button, share this video so that others can also get this information. Thank you and God bless. And drop your comments down below. Bye-bye.